Going old school today. Oh, Hokie motivated me the other day. I'm going to try a 5-gallon batch of SweetWater IPA. I had some last night at Bonefish Grill. So I drug out the old, I think that's an 8.5 gallon kettle. I originally got it. More beer, B3. Recently I bought this one. I think it's a 9-gallon. So I heated up my strike water in that one. 5 gallons. Got this new little burner thing that I just picked up at Lowe's. It's a double jet burner. This thing's loud as hell. You see it's burned the paint off of there. But it heated 5 gallons of bottled spring water, which was probably at about 85, 88 degrees, to 170 degrees. Actually, I shut it off when it got to about 167 and let it coast up. Went up to about 171, but when I shut it down at 167, it was 8.5 minutes. That's crazy. And my sparge water is currently sitting in there, and it's at 176, as you can see. Set the temp at 175. It's flashing at 176, so it's been holding there for a little bit. Got my mash going here in my little cooler, 10-gallon cooler. It's got a braided line down on the bottom. Just rigged up, popped a quick disconnect on there. I'll throw this on there after I boil off. This will go down in this pot, sitting on that milk crate. I'll fill that up and I'll just stick that on the burner and get her going. I'm excited. This is really kind of a, I don't have to, it's all kind of simple, you know. Alright. Check the temp. Started out at about almost 156. I wanted to do it at 153, but I got tired of waiting on the temp to drop. 154 right now. So it's less than 2 degrees. That's not bad. Throw a piece of aluminum foil in there to keep her from disturbing the grain bed. Better boil off that. Clear enough already. It's pretty clear right there. Yeah, that looks good. Like I was saying, this is a SweetWater recipe I got off of Homebrew Talk. There was several on this one thread that I looked at. I picked, I don't know which one I picked, but it had what was it, malt? Munich malt. And I didn't have any. I thought I did, but it was honey malt that I had in the container instead of Munich. So swapped it out and put 1.5 pounds of Vienna instead. I looked at it. Still make good beer. Probably not be a SweetWater clone, obviously, but Vienna is always a good choice from what it seems I've been reading on the Homebrew Talk. And that's pretty cool right there. I gotta see that. Look how clear that is. It looks good. Nice, Amber. Alright. Now all I'm gonna do is give me a little water. out of here. And I'll just take that water and pour it right on top of that as I boil off. Go ahead and get that thing ready. Start my starch clock. My generator just kicked on, running its little cycle. Little test run every now and again. You see there, we got that going in. And then what I'll do is I'll just keep this. I'll just come over here and pour a little bit of water in and keep this above the grain bed. About 2 inches above right now. That on there, and as you can see, this lid just happens to have these little slots, perforations, or whatever in there, added strength, so it doesn't cover that up, so I still get a good drain going into the boil kettle. And we'll find our lid, which I'll put right here. Keep that on, and that's pretty much it. We'll just keep doing that for 45 minutes to an hour. Alright, we're up to a boil now. It's a little crooked, but it'll do. I get to see a boil over here. Aiming a little bit. First time using this burner, so try to find me a happy medium between letting that hot break do its thing and spraying it. And this I use only bottled water in here. No tap water. Hopefully no nasties. I don't even know how many gallons I got in there because I was just running it back in the pot. It gives a little funky boil, doesn't it? It like just starts boiling and then almost stops for a second. I like to give it about 10 good minutes of boiling, and then I'll throw in my 60-minute hop addition. I know this is boring to y'all. Y'all have seen it 900 times. I'm going to hold up, pause it right now. Well, the one thing about this jet burner is the wind don't like it. It'll kind of change things a little bit. You can see where it got right up there on the side. It was close. Right when I ran over here and turned it down, it dropped a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put my first addition of Simcoe hops in. Get my spray gun over here, just in case. Feel that little bit of foam right there. Here we go. Oops. Good thing about this recipe is there's not a lot to do. Put in your 60-minute hop addition, which we just did, and then you wait till the 15 minutes. So I got 45 minutes to chill out. See how quick that thing responds with that little jet burner. Say I picked this thing up at Lowe's. Let me see if I can find a box. There it is. That's all it is. Comes with a 20 psi regulator. I'm gonna try to hook this thing up to natural gas just to see what it'll do. That's why I want to use propane first, just to see, you know, get a little comparison. Here, let me, just for the Spanish-speaking folks out there, switch that over for the English folks. There we go. Twice as fast, basically. That's what it means. Sucker's quick, I can tell you that. But you can see over here, I got a pipe coming in right there with that blue painter's tape. I got 2 valves on there because right now I just have an open valve on the end, so I have 2 valves, kind of as a safety issue for the grandchildren running around here. They got to throw both of those at one time in order to get the gas on, which can be done, but it's something. So I picked up this hose, and I'm gonna see if I can rig that in there, because it's got this piece here that when it's unhooked it won't let any gas come through that thing. See if I can run that over to this burner, and then I just want to see what kind of flame it throws off. As you can see, it's a little orange under there when it's not running at full mass. If you don't have a compost pile, I would highly recommend you get one. Dump your grains in, and I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get my shredded paper, dump that in there with it, stir it up. She'll be ready to go. Alright, we got the wort chiller in there. Went ahead and put it in at about 20 minutes so I can get the boil going again, which caught right back up pretty quick before my 15-minute hop addition needs to go in. Actually, just give me some cups like this, stack them in, 60 on the bottom, then pull that out, then the 15's next, pull that off, 10's next. So it's like this, stack them in like that, and throw the 10 full on the top one. So then next I'll pull this one off, and then that'll set like so, and then when I get ready to pull the 10, I'll pull that one off. The beeper. So what I'm doing is I got my, to start with, I'm just going to hook this to the tap water. It's going to flow in through the chiller, out the chiller. And I got these hoses, as you can see, stretched out so that burner doesn't burn them in half. I've actually done that before, so I almost done it this time, but caught it in time. And then that goes right down in this bucket, which is I'll catch about the first 5 gallons of hot water with that trickling in there. Cool the wort down. Use that for cleaning the mash tun and whatnot, which is not too bad really. I dumped it over there in the compost pile I showed you earlier and just rinsed it out. And then I normally rinse it, pour that in a bucket, and then I carry it or tote it, depending on where you're from. Pour it on some of those plants over there. Be right back. Well, my sump pump quit working, so we're just gonna have to go with tap water. Cover that up. Alright, we're just about up there where we need to be. I'm going to, since my sump pump broke, I don't know what happened to this thing, it just exploded. Wouldn't work, wasn't sucking up any ice water to cool my wort, and then all of a sudden it just busted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this wort's probably about 85-ish. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the fermentation freezer over there and let it come down to pitching temp. That's pretty much just about done. Although I don't see any bubbles running out of here yet. It's the first time I've ever done this. I just wanted to give it a try since this kettle wasn't set up. with a ball valve or a dip tube or anything down on the bottom right there, or a thermometer on that. Wasn't too bad. Just took that and stuck it in there and stuck it in the bucket of Star Sand just like it sits. Sanitized the what is that called, one of them paint strainer bags from Lowe's. So I've got some water boiling right now. I'm gonna go ahead and rehydrate the USO5. I don't have to, but I figured since I gotta wait for this to cool down, I might as well do that. Hopefully it'll all be ready about the same time. So glad you can hang out with me today.